Let's have a look at how we can use Alpine JS to manage state and animations with a little help from Tailwind CSS. The first thing that we need to do in our theme.liquid file, we got to bring in the CDN. So we got our script tag here just above the head tag. The next thing that we got to add is this xcloak attribute to the body opening tag. And what that is sometimes you can get this blipping, meaning that you'll see a flash of content that hasn't really been rendered yet because Alpine isn't fully loaded. The script isn't fully loaded, so that puts a stop to that, and it doesn't happen that much anyways. You'll find that the Alpine docs are really great, easy to read, and as you may know, Alpine itself is a lot like Vue.js, but it's super light. Anyways, let's go over to the restaurant menu section and see how we're managing our state. I'll switch over to the theme editor, and you can also see what's going on in here. So we have this xdata attribute, and this is where we're using this attribute to manage our state in this case, and we've set a default active tab of 1. And all that means is whatever one of these buttons was clicked last is what'll show up first, right? So if we go to lunch menu, now it's clicked to the lunch menu. And if we click the breakfast menu, now it's on the breakfast menu. And you see you have this, subtle little fade in, fade out animation. So that's what's going on with that. And then you'll see in this section of the code here where we're looping over the blocks, we have this at click directive, right? And go to our handy dandy docs here again. And at click is basically the same as X on, right? And there's different X on click, and there's the little syntactic sugar here. Instead of doing the X on colon and then click, you can just do at click, right? And so what this does is it fires an event, right? And then what our event is in this case is we're changing the state of the active tab, right? And how we know which tab is active is, since we're in a for loop here, we're grabbing the index of whatever button is in this for loop. So that's how it knows which button it is, right? So if we're on the breakfast menu, now we click to this one. Now our state has changed with our little bit of animation there. And then the dinner menu, of course. Now let's scroll down a little bit here and see what's going on down here where we're actually rendering these collection, the dinner menu collection in this case, in these cards, right? So you have this xShow attribute. So when the active tab is true, show the data, right? And in this case, it's the dinner menu data because that's the index of these guys up here, right? And then let's see, we'll look over here at the docs for a sec. You can see xShow here, and this will tell you all about how xShow works. Alpine's just amazing. I really love this library. But anyways, the next thing we got going on here is the transitions, right? Go over here to the transitions. You can read all about that here. They explain it much better than I do. But anyways, you'll see here we have an enter transition, right? And then we're using these Tailwind classes, to transition, to ease out, and then the duration. And then we got our transition enter, and then our classes, our transition enter end, transition leave, leave start, and leave end. And what that's giving us, let's see, I'll click the other one. That's giving this little subtle animation where it fades in and out. And, you could probably tweak the easing and the timing a lot better than that, but there's a lot of different things you can do. And it's all here in the docs, and this is where you can find out about all this stuff. But it's been really helpful. I really enjoy doing this, and I hope that you find this helpful.